You won't believe what my landlord tried to pull on me. It all started a few months ago. I'd been living in this apartment for 3 years, always paid rent on time, never caused any trouble. Then, out of the blue, I get this notice on my door. It's an eviction notice, claiming I violated the lease by having an unauthorized pet. Now, here's the thing. I don't have a pet. I never have. I immediately called my landlord, thinking it was just a simple mistake. But he was cold, dismissive, and insisted he had evidence. He said if I wasn't out in 30 days, he'd take legal action. I was shocked and terrified. Where was I supposed to go? I tried to reason with him, asking to see this supposed evidence, but he refused. That's when I started to get suspicious. Something just didn't feel right. So, I decided to do a little digging. I talked to my neighbors, some of whom had been in the building for years, and what I found was absolutely insane. It turns out, my landlord had a pattern. He would find flimsy, often completely fabricated reasons to evict long-term tenants. Why? So he could do minor cosmetic upgrades and then relist the apartments for double the rent. He was preying on people who didn't know their rights or were too scared to fight back. This wasn't just about me anymore. This was about everyone he had taken advantage of. So, I gathered statements from other former tenants. Some had been accused of noise complaints that never happened, others of property damage they didn't cause. The stories were all eerily similar. With a folder full of evidence and witness testimonies, I contacted a local tenant rights organization. They were appalled. They helped me draft a formal response to the landlord, not only refuting his false claim, but also detailing his history of predatory evictions. We also sent a copy to the local housing authority and a news station that had a consumer protection segment. The moment that news segment aired, everything changed. My landlord's phone started ringing off the hook. He immediately dropped the eviction case against me and suddenly became very willing to talk things out. But it was too late for that. The housing authority launched a full investigation into his practices. Last I heard, he's facing massive fines and potential legal action from a dozen former tenants. It just goes to show you, when you feel like you're being backed into a corner, don't just give up. Know your rights, gather your evidence, and don't be afraid to stand up for yourself. You never know how many other people you might be helping in the process. Thanks for watching, and if you've been through something similar, share your story in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more content.